Today, May 10th, Karen Faye was still the witness, and Brian Panish, the attorney for Katherine Jackson, and Marvin Putnam, the attorney from AEG, were asking the questions. Karen Faye relayed a comment made by Michael Bush after he had been helping Michael Jackson change. He said to her, "Oh my God, I could see his heart beating through his chest. He's that thin." She also said that Frank DeLeo told her that he had it under control, the weight loss situation with Michael Jackson. She talked about a technique she thought was called Da Vinci, which is retouching film. She did this at Michael Jackson's request on the dome footage from Culver Studios. He didn't like the way he looked, but after he died, she was asked to do this for the This Is It footage. She didn't want to be a part of the lie, is how she worded it. She knew the movie was going to come out and she wanted him to look as good as he could. In the end, she had to say no. She talked about how people were let go and rehired in Michael Jackson's world, and although it wasn't a regular occurrence, it wasn't unusual. She was released from the history tour by someone named Turok Benama, who was associated with the Saudi prince. A lot of time was spent talking about above the line and below the line workers. Above the line, you'd find your high money executives, your talent. Below the line were the worker bees. There were also three groups when they toured. It was the A, B, C group, and they all traveled in different ways. It was established that there was a connection between Karen Faye and Debbie Rowe through Dr. Klein's office. She also said she did have some prescriptions filled for Michael Jackson in her name, and that was Latisse for eyelashes and Propecia for hair growth. Karen Faye said that she was concerned about Michael Jackson's drug use, especially since the Dangerous tour. And Marvin Putnam asked her, "Well, who did you talk to? Did you talk to the family?" And she remembered talking to Rebe Jackson. Rebe initiated the conversation. "Did you talk to any of the doctors when they were touring? Did you talk to any of the higher ups above her when they were touring? Did you express your concerns to Michael Jackson?" And the answer was no to all of that. She didn't ever express her concern to Michael Jackson because she wanted to keep that time with him a safe and peaceful place. She did say she may have had a conversation with Michael Bush and possibly Randy Jackson. I got a little confused because at one point Karen Faye said she had no knowledge of where Michael Jackson was taken when the Dangerous tour ended in Mexico. We heard a clip of Michael Jackson doing a public announcement that on the advice of his family and friends, he was getting help for an addiction to drugs. And she remembered that there was an image of him and she helped him get ready for that. Putnam said that that announcement was recorded before he actually went to rehab. Karen Faye said that when she was taken to visit Michael Jackson in the rehab, the person in charge of therapy was concerned about her psychologically. Putnam asked her about the times that she remembered seeing Michael Jackson under the influence. She remembered seeing him on what she called Pajama Day during the criminal trial when he went to the hospital for severe back pain and the judge ordered him to court. She said another time was when they were on the Dangerous tour in Singapore and he was stumbling around and fell into the tree. The third time was the Madison Square Gardens night when she went to his room and a doctor she didn't know answered. He had given Michael Jackson sedatives and he'd be out for 5 or 6 hours. So although there was only 3 times she remembered seeing Michael Jackson under the influence, she seemed to be concerned about this a lot. In all the time she was with Michael Jackson, he never admitted to having a drug problem.